Have the ability to create in your mind, in your subconscious.
So short films are experimental pieces that help you develop relationships.
Release every pain, every distraction.
This is a platform for you to better yourself before the world that awaits you out there.
Hi guys, this is Wayne. Welcome to the Acting Challenge Direct section with me.
But if you can act, my brother, then go find you come.
2, 1, go.
As she is further away from me, the sound is not going to be the same.
By physical means, physical need, I mean the things they desire. You might think it's nothing.
Ify and Kimki, Kamsu close up shot on Korede. Ify and Kimki take 3 on 3, 2, 1.
Previously on the Acting Challenge reality TV show, House of Theatre cast started their day with the House of Theatre Directors Report. Then, they proceeded into lectures with the undisputed Nollywood veteran, Segun Orinze. The cast then put their craft to the test as they battled for the role of the production manager of the House of Theatre and the head of house games. The House of Theatre cast started the day with the House of Theatre Directors Report.
Activity. So you think outside the box and then try to do better at other things.
Being a stereotype actor isn't exactly wrong, because I can point out someone who is a stereotype actor who has made it in his field, which is Mr. Ben. He has just one character and he always portrays it right, and he's everywhere, popular and making money from his job. So that's what I think about being a stereotype actor. It's still fine to be that.
Because the film world is an evolving world where we get to see different things come up at different times in life. So I just think it's good to always be able to fit into the puzzle anytime you're beckoned on as an actor.
The second assistant director controls the crowd in any crowded scene, and sometimes he stands up for the first assistant director if he's absent.
0. Assistant director has like is the person that bring out the schedules of the day-to-day activities of the day.
So while I'm talking about the second AD, basically scheduling and sometimes calls, put phone calls across. and the third AD who deals with the crowd, and the fourth AD, as the case may be, can fill in for the second AD in his absence, so which means he should know how to schedule and then put calls across to cast where necessary. So a schedule is who can tell me what a schedule is?
The list of things that has to be done that day.
So what does a film schedule look like?
The shoot time, the shoot dates, the shooting location, and the scenes and the breakdown of the act and scenes in it.
Like we talked about being stereotyped, so if you know a lot of stuff, you're versatile, it helps. Like I said, whatever position you're doing, stick at that. Don't try to show yourself. So a shoot schedule consists, like you said, in a particular order on top of your vision, right? On top of the board, you have something like day 1 / date. Day 1 / date. Okay, so it's like day 1. Now the characters who are involved in that particular scene. So you put up the characters, including extras, if there be any need in that scene. So you have a scene 56 market. So the first character is Sonia, the second character is Omar, and then you have 5 extras. And then in that extra, as a good scheduler, having gone through the script, you are able to say 3 children, 5 women, 8 men, 50 people, whatever the case may be. So you break it down. After the characterization and all of that, the next thing you go to is costume. So what costume are they wearing? So you remind the costumier, based on pre-production and agreement and what has been discussed, this is what they are supposed to be wearing at this point in time. And then you go to props. Then either can come before them, and it doesn't really matter. So you come to props, they had a bag, had a box of money, they had whatever they carried to the marketplace. The props need to break it down and indicate what that is required or needed for the props. Then location. Are you going to Waripa? Are you going to Iriwa? Are you going to whatever the location may be? So these are basics. There are different kind of formats of shoot schedule, and as you leave my house, you make researches on all of those. There's no straight jacket way to do it. Everybody is being creative. Like I said, nobody is boxed. We always do something that is creative, something that can move the project forward. That's what every producer, every director is looking for. If you have something better, something smarter, something simpler that can move the project forward, I'm not sure any producer or director will go against that. But these are basics. So it's important as second AD to know that in scheduling, because when I say schedule, make phone calls, you should be able to understand how it works. And once you're done with this, you send it out to the group. It has to be a group, so everybody has the group. Those days, there were no WhatsApp groups and all of that. You have to do a printout, a daily printout. So you guys are in the secretariat. The second AD, the production secretary, the admin, the finance, accountant, they have an office where they operate from.
They then proceeded into lectures with the pros in the person of Mr. Bem Pevor.
My name is Bem Peve, and I am a producer, I'm a filmmaker. I produce fiction and non-fiction content. Well, the lectures with the housemates here has been really very interesting, and one of the things I think I am I'm seeing is that there are a lot of young people who are eager to learn about acting, what it takes to be an actor, how to relate with the industry, the film industry in Nigeria, and they are very interested in trying to become, producers and directors and function effectively in the film industry. And I think this is something really good. One of the things I am always, up for is capacity building. Nice. So I just wanted to get a general feel of, the kind of things that we're interested in. From what I can gather, I know a lot of people here talked about acting. Then someone to go into directing and producing and all that, which is really, really great. So I'm here to talk mostly about the relationship between the producer and an actor. The relationship, what happens between a producer and an actor. But because of my kind of experience, I'm going to be talking generally about the business of filmmaking and how you come in and how you play your part in and how to position yourself to be able to stand out. Because I'm going to start with acting. What do you do as actors, basically? I mean, to define it very simply, you act, you interpret. When a role is given to you, what you do is you digest the role and you interpret. And there's something, there are three things that actors have. And just like if you go to the market, for instance, to buy Maggi, to cook your soup, you get Maggi, you get, different ingredients. Actors have three basic ingredients that you need to work on. I mean, there's a whole lot of them, but they're just very important ones, which are three, and I'm going to be talking about the three. So the first one is your body. And I'm going to spend a little time talking about that, your body as an actor. You don't have anything you're selling. As an actor, you don't have anything that you are selling. You're selling just one thing, and that's your body. And that's why a lot of actors spend a lot of time working on their body, because once you appear on the screen, what we are seeing is the body. So the body is very important, and training people and making sure that the industry gets where it needs to be. And this platform shows how people are eager to learn, to be better, to get the industry where it needs to get to. And it was very interesting and very exciting to be here and to relate with the students, the participants. And I've learned a lot from them, just the same way they learned from me as well. I mean, there's the whole lot of gesticulations and all of that, but your body is very important. You spend time to work on it, to understand your body. Sometimes you feel this is you. You feel you know you, but you don't know you until you begin to study yourself. What is your smile like? How do you study your smile? How do you find that smile that when you smile, it is beautiful? And how do you do different smiles? How do I smile for this situation, and how do I smile for that situation, and how do I smile for this situation, and how do I do that to appeal? Because when audience are watching you, they're looking at, they're trying to connect. Especially in Nigeria, there's so many problems going on in Nigeria. So people want to sit down and watch a film and forget about, the problems that they are going through. They want to be in that world with you. So how do you capture yourself with maybe a smile that, with your body, that is able to captivate them, that is able to give them attention? Sometimes when someone comes on screen, the first 30 seconds, audience will decide whether I want to watch her, or I want to watch him, or I don't want to watch him. Why? Because of the way you appear. Well, my advice is that they should get ready to be entertained. And apart from being entertained, they should also get ready to see what happens before an actor becomes an actor. Those things that happen, those skills that an actor needs to get before going into entertain people. So they will just get to see like the behind the scene of what happens before acting, or what happens before a movie is made.
The cast then put their talents on display as they performed monologues given to them.
Hold on. You want to check on the kids? Fine, let's check on the kids. We got future doctors, lawyers, plus a couple of tennis stars in this house. Now, I understand you got to do your job, even if some crazy-ass neighbor do call talking foolishness. I understand you're going to say we hard on the kids. Want to know why? Because we are. That's our job, to keep them off the street. Want to arrest us for that? Fine. But what you're not going to do is come into this house and say you're going to blow your damn brains out.
Hold on. You want to check on the kids? Let's check on the kids. We have future doctors, lawyers, and a couple of tennis stars in this house. Now, I know you have to do your job, alright? Because some foolish ass neighbors just call talking trash and all those stuff. And I understand you said we hard on our kids, but yes, that's our job, to save them off the streets. You're going to arrest me for that? Fine. But what you're going to never do is work in here telling me all those stuff with them running around with drugs and all that, and I don't want that shit right here. You can say that in my house. Do you understand?
You will be paid for your work. Your opinions have been heard. No tribe or kingdom of Africa share the privilege to honor our lives in this kingdom. We take no husbands. We bear no children. Mahi women, I offer you a choice. Our people a choice. Any woman who does not wish to stay,
you'll be paid for your work. Your opinions will be heard. No tribe or kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. For this honor, we choose to live our lives in those palace words. We take no husband, we bear no children. Mahi women, no wall will come to you. No harm will come to you. For the sins of your men, I offer you a choice. Any woman who does not wish to stay,
you will be paid for your work. Your opinions will be heard. No tribe or kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. For this honor, we lay out our dear lives in these palace walls. We take no wife and we will bear no children. My men, no harm will come to you for the sins of your men. For this reason, I offer you and our people a choice. Any man who does not wish to stay,
paid for your work, your opinions will be heard. No tribe or kingdom in all of Africa will share this privilege. For this honor, we will live our lives in this palace walls. We will take no husband. We will bear no children. Mahi women, no harm will come to you. I will offer you and our people this opportunity. And if any woman wishes not to stay, you may leave now.
See those little black telephones, those little black boxes? They are called telephones. And do you want to know a secret about these telephones? They're not going to dial itself. Without you, it's just a worthless hunks of plastics, like a loaded M16 without a trained marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of these telephones, it is up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers, my damn killers, we will not take no for an answer. My warriors, my damn warriors, who will never hang up the phone until their client either buys or dies.
Hold up. You want to check on the kids? All right, let's check on the kids. We got future doctors, lawyers, and a couple of tennis stars in this house. Now, I understand you're trying to do your job, even if some crazy-ass neighbors do call talking foolishness. And I don't even mind you saying we go hard on the kids. You know why? Because we are. It's our job to keep them out the streets. You want to arrest us for that? Fine. But what you gonna never do is come knock on my door talking about you having to blow their damn brains out because they in the streets running with hoodlums doing drugs and things. That's what you gonna never do in this house.
See those little black boxes? They are called telephones. Do you want to know the secret of telephones? Very well then. They are not going to dial themselves. Without you, they are empty horns of plastics. Useless! It's like a loaded M16 without a marine train to pull the trigger. Back to the telephone. It is left for each and every one of you, I mean you, that will not take no for an answer. My warriors, my fighter that will not end or hang up the call until their client, I mean their client, either buys that which we sell or die. And you know what? I don't care.
I'm sure you do. They are not gonna dial themselves. Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastics. Like loaded M16 without trained marine to pull the trigger. In the case of these telephones, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers who will not take no as an answer, my warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or dies.
You want answers. Do you want answers? Son, you can't even handle the truth. We live in a world surrounded by walls, and these walls are guided by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You, Lieutenant Winsberg. I have a greater responsibility than you can ever phantom. You weep for Santiago and blame the Marines. You have that luxury. You have that luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And in my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, still saves lives. You don't want the truth. Because deep down, you know where you can't talk about these words in the parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. These words are the backbone of a life spent defending something, but you use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man that rises and sleeps on the blanket of the very freedom I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it.
Good day, everyone. Straight to the point. You see this little black box? Those black boxes, they're called telephones. You want to know a secret about telephones? They are not going to call themselves. exactly my point. You see, without you, they are just worthless hunks of plastics. Like a loaded M16 rifle without a trained marine to pull the trigger. But in the case of these telephones, each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers, my warriors, each and every one of you, the ones who will not take no for an answer, the ones who will not hang up the phone.
You want answers? You can't handle the truth. Son, the world is full of wars, and those wars are guarded by men with guns. Who is gonna handle that? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have greater responsibilities than you can possibly fathom. You wait for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want to know the truth because deep down in places you don't want to talk about at the party. You want me on the wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as backbones for lives spent defending something. But you use them as punchlines. I neither have the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the very blanket I provide and turns around to question the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you say thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick a weapon and stand a post. Either ways, I do not give a damn what it thinks you're entitled to.
You want an answer? You really want an answer? You think you can handle the truth? Some will live in a world that has a wall on it, and those walls has to be protected by men who has gone. I have great opportunity. Sorry, sir.
No problem, it's okay. It's okay, hit it.
Deep breath.
Hit it, you're doing great. Trust me. You're doing great.
Breath. Stay calm.
You're doing great.
You're good. Whenever you're ready.
You want an answer? You really want an answer? And you think you can handle the truth? Some will live in a world that has a wall on it, and those walls has to be protected by men that has gone. Who is gonna do that? You, Lieutenant Weinberg. I have a greater responsibility that I can possibly fathom. I don't think you know what I know. I understand the first that Santiago's death was tragic, but he saves people's life. You want me in that world. You need me in that world. I don't think you want the truth, because if you really do, you wouldn't have bring up this topic in this party. And if you should, you would have used a word like code, honor, and loyalty. I don't have time to waste on someone. I don't have time to explain myself on someone who sleep and wake up under the blanket of freedom I provide and still question my mannerism. You question my mannerism. It's high time you say thank you and go, or you pick up a weapon and stand up a post, because I don't give it a damn.
And I don't know what you want. But if you are looking for ransom, I can tell you, I don't have money. You want to know what I have? I have a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a long career. Skills that makes me a nightmare to people like you. If you let my daughter go, I mean now, that will be the end. I won't look for you. I won't pursue you. But if you don't...
You want answers? Do you want answers? You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. I have greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and curse the Marines. You have luxury. You have luxury of that. You have luxury. You have luxury not knowing what I know about Santiago's death. The wild, tragic, possibly saved lives. And my existence, while Gnostic, and incredibly, to you saves lives. You don't want the truth. Because you don't want the truth because deep down at places we don't talk about it. At parties you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words as honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as punchline. I have no time, no inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of a very freedom that I provide and question the manner in which I provide it.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for a ransom, I can tell you I do not have money. But what I do have are very particular skills. Skills that I've acquired for a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I don't know what you want. And I don't know who you are. But if you're looking for a ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have is a particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that can make me a nightmare for people like you. So if you let my daughter go, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have, a particular set of skills. Skills I've built over a very long career. Skills that make me nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you.
Hold on. Hold on! You want to check on the kids? Let's check on the kids. We have future doctors, lawyers, and we have a couple of tennis stars in this house. Now understand, you got to do your job. Even if some crazy ass nigga do call, telling foolishness. And I don't mind you saying that we are hiding from the kids. Because you know why? That's our job. To keep them out, that's our job, to take them out the streets. You want to arrest us for that? Fine! But what you're gonna never do is to come knocking on this door, talking about you having to blow their damn heads out in the streets. Because they are doing drugs. Running with hoodlums.
As we said earlier, I want to say a very big thank you for you guys. There is a huge improvement. Good. What that says is we're doing a great job. Trust me. You guys are really improving. I will let Mr. William, to call out the reports. So go from third.
And our champions. This is the moment we're all singing. Stand up.
For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up. For the champions, stand up.
In no particular order. Omanik.
Dar, Silver Green, Luxury Hotel. Are you looking for the best hospitality in Abuja? What are you waiting for? The Silver Green Luxury Hotel presents a home with perfect comfort when you're far away from home. Our luxury bedrooms, swimming pools, Dar Silver Green Luxury Hotel. Comfort at its peak.
My name is Dr. Okorafor Chukwemeka Chibuikem, the CEO of TV Yard Media Limited, the organizer of the Acting Challenge reality TV show Buga the Star 2023. The Acting Challenge reality TV show is a capacity building project designed to give young filmmakers a future. Now, we have been pulling together instructors that have been visiting the housemates in the house, helping them to understand what it really means to become the superstar that they dream to become. And speaking of the winner of this project, the winner of this show goes home with 4 movie projects, a property in the FCT Abuja, a trip to Jamaica, powered by Diaspora Nigeria, and a cash prize. An opportunity to attend a conference in the United States of America, powered by the NCIA. Wow. It's going to be a wonderful moment for whoever wins the Acting Challenge reality show Buga the Star 2023. Keep encouraging your favorite housemate. Keep watching the Acting Challenge reality show. Let us Buga the Star together.
Please, silence, please. I'm begging you. Everybody eat and let us shoot. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. One
scam, then you
No,
come.
then she acts.
No, no,
She
no.
always acts as usual.
If you don't stop me for the weekend, then we'll go. As simple as that.
The thing is that nobody should understand each other. Because when I spoke, I said it's calm, they even said, make Alemo just the chairs. Everybody was not okay with the chairs. I was in the same chair, said they complain, so complain. Then she just went and said, me and what at the side. I was like, I'm not siding anybody.
Who you like to go side?
I'm not siding anybody.
All these things are unnecessary noise. That's what I'm saying.
This morning, so I called her, come and share, and Nabi said, who is touching the food? That was all she said.
Because when I said, I was in the she already remember who is for the PM1. So I was going to you did.
But that was for the problem.
This morning, when I came, I saw like
now we talk to what? What you fasting? Believe you talk today about plates. You talk tomorrow about plates. Still some set of people eat and keep plates. For who?
It's not really wash plates.
For who? I mean, yesterday you drag, you fight with them. They don't really wash plates. I mean, constantly and wash on the plate. Today again, another said all drinks. Ordinary teacup. When you go stand for here, rinse.
And the worst part, like, even if you ask them who kept, nobody
who answered?
Nobody.
This last plate today, that bread trap here. Put them on the feet. Clean them.
Please, my soup, please. My it's a meeting, I don't mind. Can you meet close? Please, can you meet
But even when she was asked, she's not coming to shout. Because she was with Alero or she just came to ask who is sharing finish and then
normally to be over because she felt she was coming to have their way. But then we already had the mindset that okay.
Even when Alero was no longer PM, he used to share food sometimes. But I don't know where the anger and everything is coming from. Now she's saying controversy, bad blood, from where we down.
Controversy what?
That there's controversy and bad blood from where.
Well, what happened last night was stimulated or was triggered by what happened early in the afternoon. A couple of housemates reported to Navi, who is the PM2, talking more about them not being comfortable with the way meals are being dispatched and all those. So they complained, and to the best of the record, when I handled that position, I probably wasn't having that issues. So everyone complaining, and Navi is like, okay, Aleron, you have to handle that.
I as PM, I have seen Manish Beauty do her things, serve food, do other things, and I give her the accord and the regard that she's a mother, so she understands the needs of people, which I assume. So I give Manish Beauty the responsibility of taking care of the food and ensuring food gets to everyone. I saw Manish Beauty in the kitchen and I saw food and everybody was already complaining from the hall. I'm famished, I'm tired, I want this, I want that. So I just like, okay, just get straight to the food, serve the food. That was what she was doing. Alero walked past. I guess he saw her serving the food, and then Navi climbed upstairs. In the space of 1 minute, 2 minutes, she came back downstairs, Navi, and was like, who's touching the food? Who's touching the food? I was like, I told Manish Beauty to do it. She was like, okay. Then she went back upstairs.
People have been complaining that it's that they don't eat or they don't eat well. And I also got reports that when she cooks, is it that she takes two meat, or she will say she's not eating the food and she will eat only the meat. I don't eat spag. Okay, you don't eat spag. She will not eat the spag, then she will take the meat. So it was very annoying. It was annoying a lot of people. So they came to report to me. So I was like, okay. When Aleron was PM, what he used to do was he assigned people to serve food. Then I think there was an issue, and then he was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. And then everybody noticed when he started sharing the food, there was no war, there was peace. I put that into consideration. I was like, okay, since this is how it is, let Aleron share the food.
First, Manish Beauty is trying to be controlling as a result of the fact that she has kids at home and she says she's married. But I guess she forgot that there's one of the housemates that has been married for 8 years and it's a divorce. Right? And this person is really very welcoming and very interested in the house too.
I've heard and I've also observed that Screamboard likes food. He likes food a lot. We don't say make you no like food, he likes food. But I noticed that anytime she's dishing food, she used to top his own. Like,
there's always been a beef between Manish Beauty and Navi. So Manish Beauty feels like Navi is a strong competitor, which she is really, but she feels like there's unhealthy competition vibes coming from Navi.
I really did not have an issue with her, but she did not talk to me, so I did not talk to her.
The advice I'll give to Navi is to be the Navi she was when we entered this house. Very sweet soul, lovely, playful, cheerful.
Hey, I'm your leader here. I earned this belt. It wasn't lottery. I didn't get it for free. So respect that fact and give me that honor as your leader. Basically, that's just it for me. Moving forward, my solution as regards food, already I created a solution actually, and it started this morning. I ensure that none of the two people that have their own controversies as regards food touch the food anymore. I put Alero off the food, put Manish Beauty off the food. I brought in new housemates. Now it's being rotated. I've been rotating it. So you would learn how to serve food. You would learn how to make sure that food gets to everybody. You would learn. Some guys are not domesticated in this house. They are learning. So it's a learning process for everybody. You have to learn how to serve food. So I just ensure that Alero is not doing the serving, Manish Beauty is not doing the serving. I can do that as a PM. So.
I saw them. I know the person that made that food. Yeah.
Why you not call them now? You didn't understand.
I said it.
Why didn't you approach them?
I said it. She was there when I said that. I said, why they go mix them? Why you go mix them? You know go wash around the pot. Why would you leave the food inside the pot? Like they left it inside the pot and brought it to that place, that table. Now inside pot, now the carry and the same thing. They didn't pack it.
And then vice cooker, they know they clean her.
Just imagine.
No,
just imagine as those Atos Guild of Nigeria, those representatives, they pass that kitchen and they saw that place messed up like that. I could be. Don't be shameful for me.
Who's other housemates to disrespect me? And I don't want to shout at anybody. I don't know how to manage stress. I will shout. If I don't shout, I'll fall sick. I told him this morning, come out for workout. We were outside there working out. I didn't even see nothing. He walked out. Somebody put him attention to it. I said, don't worry, calm down, leave him. If you feel like you are too big to be in the house, then why are you in the house at all? I don't have issues with him, he's my guy. But if there are some things that he didn't, you can't say a word when Alero was PM. You cannot say a word. He will not agree to it. But then because I'm the friendly one, I'm the nice one, you can rubbish me. That's the reason, part of the reason why I decided to change and say, okay, since I've been so friendly, let me change for you people now. Doesn't make sense. There's some things he will not allow in his thing now. And I'm saying this thing, God bears me witness, he will not allow it. When he was casted as director and there was noise on set, I just said silence on set. I know what my eyes saw. There's no point. If you're trying so much to struggle for it, you cannot just seem to understand that you were removed from the position. So you want to get back to the position, get back to it. I don't have a problem with it. I didn't beg for it, I earned it.
You get everything I try, we go well. Is the bonds they gave us in the morning and the honey. When she came, see the plate is still there, I think, right?
Yeah. When she ran downstairs, she was still chewing.
Yeah, she carried the honey and tasted and she made mad. That's why we went upstairs. But when Screen God was talking downstairs, now he said I went to call Navi. I didn't call Navi. Navi was already downstairs, and I was climbing up.
Yeah.
And I said, "Alpha baby, get waiting I chop we go well, once and honey, come and try it." And she came and tried it. Going down, she heard them saying food. She said, I thought I told you were the one that was supposed to share food. Then I said, oh mom, and they no, you have to share the food. I said, okay, no wahala, where I go. When I went there, everyone is seated. Okay, she's standing, Managed Beauty is standing. Listen, the problem with Managed Beauty is that I don't know why she wants to be very authoritative when it has to do with food.
Yeah.
I've been a PM before, and all the while I was a PM, I tried my best to make sure that she ate. I was the last person to eat in the house. I was the last person to sleep, first person to wake up. I didn't do all of those because I don't like my bed, I don't like food, or I don't know my principle, but I just felt like these are the qualities of a leader. You need to sometimes get off balance for people to find to be okay.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now she just wants to be very controlling of the food. And because of that, because I heard people complain that she takes some extra meals for herself, hoard some food, and that, and it made me feel very embarrassed. I've never hoarded a meal. I eat the least. Sometimes I eat food without the meat. That's because I just want everyone to have that I ate. Even Manny came today, I dished the food. Did anyone complain? Manny was the last. He came last. He didn't have food. But immediately he came, I created a meal for him. And he came back and told me, bro, thank you. Now, manage hosts the food, and then housemates already complained to PM. They even went and told Screen God, please let Aleron go back to this dishing, because when he was dishing food, it was just perfect. Then, do you know what Screen God said? He would think about it.
He would think for us.
Really? Then now, PM2 now made a statement in the prayer, after prayer today, he said, PM2 said, Aleron, you go back to sharing food. Did anyone object? Nobody said anything. I come and do the job I was asked to do, and Managed Beauty started insulting me. This is the same lady I strived hard when I was a PM to make sure she eats every day.
I'm just glad you didn't say what.
Why would I have said the word? Because I was instructed to dish. I would not say, I didn't utter any word because I was instructed to dish. I didn't want to.
You came downstairs on your own to come and dish.
I don't even get where the bitterness and Screen was saying I'm bringing some kind of wrong energy, and then she made a statement that really hurt me, and she said I'm trying to roll my tenor and roll another person's tenor. I have been the most quiet since. I've been one of the most quiet since Screen God entered. I know why. I'm just trying to be mute to observe it. First, Screen God did some characters that doesn't portray a real quality of a leader. A leader would stay hungry for others to eat. That's what a leader does. But the day that they brought 6 sachets of milk and 20 sachets of Milo, Screen God opened his mouth and said that they should give him first. He was not going to wait for others. And I turned and said, bro, the PM is talking. That was also there. I said the PM said that, and I support him, that no one eats until the field is complete. That's how people behave. You act civilized so people don't feel left out. Okay, why do I give 6 persons and the remaining the remaining 14 are off balance? That's not fair. Just wait. Do you know the next thing he said? Because Bill, I say something you worry for you. That's when I told you and say, guys, shut up. Because you don't tell me something's wrong in my head. I'm speaking from a learned point of view. I'm speaking from a leadership point of view.
It was even downstairs before I went to do my own monologue. And I started, I feel very quickly. That really touched me. I felt bad. But you see, this particular one today, if not for anything, I'm not even happy about this 50 vote. I'm happy that everybody did well. He was happy and he was pleased. At least there was improvement.
That PM monologue, my lines were intact. Just like today. I did not miss anything, but the only thing is that I had a wrong interpretation of it. Like
there was misinformation about that particular.
That man actually told us that we should give the lines the way they did it. That was what everybody understood.
And that's what I said.
And that was why I wanted to ask like that man, because in that film, that man was angry with that girl, as in he was loving her secretly. But the girl was busy loving another man, and that man that she was loving was busy disappointing her, breaking her heart.
We were guys before the PM. I'm your guy, you could talk to me anyhow. But now I'm on this belt. I'm representing the director. I said script this afternoon. If you needed to see the way he said I object. And I looked at him, I said, can you learn to exercise patience? I've not even landed, I've not said what I want to say. And you just objected. I read people, I see people, I know when there's something wrong. I don't have any beef with anybody. I don't. Really, it's not nice. I told Nonso, and the truth Nonso told me, say if you don't address this thing, not only will not be not to insult you, other housemates.
But nobody wants to come and say it.
Other housemates will start insulting you. Housemates are meeting me, telling me, who is this guy feeling like he is? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you are too big, they will muster all of us downstairs to come downstairs when somebody is around. I will come to your room, I'll call you, you can't walk, you take your time, you come downstairs, bounce, sit down. If you're too big to be controlled, why be on a show that has rules?
The pressure is that Manny's business telling me how she's not my maid outside, say I foresee something outside the house, she'll fight. And then the funniest part, when I came into this house with the mindset that I was going to be here for just 1 month. So I was very articulated and particular about the way I behaved. You learn not to use 1 month to kill yourself. You learn not to use 1 month to shoot yourself on the leg that will last for a lifetime. It's just 1 month. You need to be smart. I'm in the game. That's what people don't know. I am playing the game. Because of Omalish, I lost my position. When I stood there, what did I tell her? I told the crowd, I said, please don't hate her. Sometimes in life, you need to lose a position for someone to be saved. At the end of the day, she was saved, but I lost my position. It didn't pay me because I actually saved the life. So I don't know why you were hating on me. Are you hating on me because others prefer that I do a particular thing? Yes, you're not competent. You're a woman. You said you have 2 kids. I understand that fact, but you're not acting as though you have 2 kids. Because the moment you want to, I'm hearing that you're hoarding food for yourself, carrying this and that and that and that, I would just look at like, what, really?
Like she was just ready to quarrel with everybody. I'd be fighting with everybody.
This one is talking, she's shouting at this one, and I was just quiet.
That you are winners together and you don't have a good relationship with them. So how do I call you Manioji after being so, imagine I don't really nice with you.
It's miscommunication.